Bench Sports 84 back in the building. So the euphoria is all over the place. Errol Spence has finally arrived on the welterweight scene, and people are really getting ahead of themselves. All his fans and fanatics are going crazy over the internet, over YouTube, making countless videos exalting Errol Spence, proclaiming him as king of the welterweight division. I have to give Errol Spence his props because he defeated Kell Brook, who is a very good fighter, has a really good skill set. So Errol Spence deserves all the accolades and all the praise that he's getting. But even he himself knows that the performance he put up wasn't the best performance. It wasn't that exceptional because he gave himself a B-. So anything I say wouldn't be out of bounds because this is coming from the horse's mouth itself. He knows that his performance wasn't the best. Kell Brook actually had periods of dominance in that fight, earlier in the fight, which if he had sustained, he would have gotten the victory. But he wasn't willing to continue when he had only one round to go. Kell Brook's heart of a champion is really in question over here. Round 11, with a few minutes to end the round and just one round to end, you couldn't sustain it. After showing so much desire and willingness to fight in the 10th round, if you were willing to go out, that was the round he should have gone out in, because Errol Spence was all over him in the 10th round. He couldn't do anything, but yet you were able to ride the storm and even try to make a comeback at the end of the fight, only to come back in the 11th round and take a knee. That makes absolutely no sense to me. I have seen videos of people claiming his eye socket was broke and he could have gone blind, and they were making a whole lot of assertions, which were really valid assertions. And if that was the case, I wouldn't have any problem with him taking the knee, because a boxer's life is paramount first and foremost. So you can't really begrudge him if that was the reason. But I just read an article that Kell Brook was saying he couldn't see, and that was the reason why he took a knee. So from Kell Brook's mouth, his reason for taking the knee was the fact that he couldn't see. And if that was the reason, that means Kell Brook is a quitter. He doesn't have a heart. What do you mean you couldn't see? If your eye, one eye, you couldn't see, you can see from the other eye. Moreover, you have only a round and a half to go. Are you telling me you can't ride the storm for these few moments that's left to end the fight? It's just unacceptable, man. For a champion, you can't just do that. If your reason was that you're scared that you might go blind or something like that, if that was the reason, I will understand. But you know that you can't see. You are supposed to be a champion who is willing to do whatever it takes to hold on to his belt. You said he had to rip the belt off you, and you go out like this. That's not good enough, man. Considering the fact that the last fight with Golovkin, that was the same thing you did. You quit in that fight, and you've quit again. So many 2 fights in succession, you've quit. His stock is really going down at this point, at this juncture, because people don't really gravitate towards fighters who quit in such fashion. So I don't really know how his career is going to pan out here onwards. I really hope for the best for him, because I think he's a really good fighter. And unfortunately for him, he has a very vulnerable face. That's really unfortunate. But Errol Spence, kudos to him, but he still has a lot of work to do. And I don't think he's currently the best in the welterweight division. Kitterman is still the best, because I don't think, from what I've seen, unless he can do better, but what I'm seeing from what he did against Kell Brook, I don't think he can beat Kitterman, man. I don't think so. I highly doubt it. Kell Brook was piecing that guy up all day until he finally Actually, I think Kell Brook is not only about the eye, because from getting to the latter stage of the fight, he wasn't. I don't know. It's like his punches was becoming awkward, was becoming lethargic. He was like a daisica. Something was wrong with him. It's like he was exhausted. That's what he really looks like. So that had nothing to do with the eye. Because I could tell from round 7, 8 onwards, the guy was lethargic. He wasn't really doing much, just clenching here and there. He wasn't really doing much, and his shot selection was awkward and all wrong. He seems off balance and stuff. There was something going on more than the eye. So I'm really curious as to what was really wrong with that guy. It seems he couldn't last the entire duration of the fight. He was really bothered by the weight loss. The muscle he put up to go to middleweight, and which he eventually had to take off to come back to welterweight, was what really cost him in this fight. And not really his eye. That was really the issue. Because I could tell from the onset that he was somewhat uncomfortable. And getting to the latter stage, he just couldn't contain himself. He was out of his element. And that was all he's doing. Because I was really worried about this going into this fight. You've seen in the past what happened to Roy Jones, and he chose to follow that same path. And he has derailed his career as a result. Two losses back to back. Hopefully he comes back from that, and whatever he chose to do, it goes on well for him. I wish him all the best. Those are my thoughts for now. If you like my commentary, subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I make commentaries like this every other day. Thank you for your time. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.